Spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida Atlantic Owls. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air. Can't get him to the ground. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
To the air on first down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the deep.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give out of the gun. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Owls trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go.
Trying to pound it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Owls. The offense cashing it in on that drive. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there in the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's got an open man.
This offense, they've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Breaks into the open. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Pokes team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Abrams. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football.
Into the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running into the open space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on second down. Finds his big tight end. Got enough space. Touchdown, Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires on the run. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be
going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page as his intended target.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He'll pull it down and run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll try to get him on the fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. We've got a change of possession.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Going right to work up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Abrams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Got the 1st himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quarterback moving. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
They trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
35, South Carolina, 21.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's LeBoy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Bulldozes his way through. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up by 17 over Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On his way from around the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parrish. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about...
Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Gain of 25.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. He'll take the deep shot. Got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
First and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. They're throwing in completion down in the red zone. This is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
South Carolina, 24.
So first down, we'll open up the final period. Give to the back. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that.
He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've got a great season so far, young man.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There he goes.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He goes out of bounds, big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning